Yo, what up guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video we're going to be talking about the dev note that has just released this morning. And for this dev note and further dev notes in the future, I'm going to be focusing on the main points of the dev note. So I don't want to waste your time. I've read the entire thing. I've looked at what the main points are of the dev note. I'm going to be discussing that with you guys and reading it with you. If you want to read the full dev note, you can always do that, but I don't want to waste the time of the majority of people who don't care about some level extension, floor extension, because most people aren't there yet. Me, myself, I am not there yet. So I'm not going to go over that with you guys, or like border rewards. These aren't that these aren't that big, but other things are. So I'm gonna go over that with you guys. So you can read the feedback on the data tower dungeon. I will quickly summarize it. They're not changing a lot. Maybe they're gonna change the way special summon is working with the data tower dungeon, but I'm not seeing anything that states that they're gonna upgrade an SSR to an SSR plus, or you can acquire more than 10 copies. So I mean, it's just disappointing, to be honest. These points also doesn't matter. I did, however, want to go over the point 7 with you guys, because it said request for the re-release of the advanced summon. So for me, this doesn't matter, but for new players, this is actually pretty big, because we received requests for the Family Head event, Advent, Trauma Race Summon, which was introduced for the first time. Since many showed great interest and participated in the event summon, we are preparing to offer a new advanced summon for Trauma Ray while preserving that premium experience. We will provide more detailed information regarding the method and timing at a later date. So, I mean, if I'm reading it correctly, which I think I am, Trauma Ray is coming back. So for new players, start saving your tickets, because Trauma Ray is the most broken character to this day in the game. I would say go all in on him, because that guy is just absolutely amazing. He's better than White. He's the best character in the game, no doubt about it. Also because of his revolution and everything. So definitely save up if you're a new player. I mean, I got a max, so I'm not saving, but you should definitely save up if you're a new player for this character. So I quickly want to go over the combat balance with you guys, because this is a major point of concern, in my opinion. The balance for the trial and adventure is currently a major point of concern. I definitely agree. For top tier players, there have been comments that the content is consumed too quickly due to the time attack format after the update, thereby making it too easy. On the other hand, some players in specific groups find it too difficult. I believe that this group is like the top 0.001% of the community. And this is like the majority, like over 50% of the community, who find it way too difficult. We apologize for not being able to satisfy everyone in this regard. However, with this recent expansion of the archive, we have confirmed improvements in stage stagnation, and we are working on a direction to maintain a steady tempo for progression. For adventure, we're preparing to introduce a hard mode in the near future to support this. Additional details about hard mode will be provided in the main section of this dev note. For the newly expanded floors, we are planning to increase the difficulty while also making further balance adjustments based on the different types of players to ensure continued enjoyment of the climbing experience. Yeah, so why do people play this game? Of course, TOG, big series, big IP, I get it. Just because TOG is the name of the game, people are gonna play it. But the main point of this game is climbing the adventure. That's the main part. And for Wales, it's arena. But the majority of the players want to climb adventure. And climbing in the climbing floors is actually, I think, way too difficult. especially if you're talking about the normal adventure. I've spent quite a lot of money. I mean, I find it a lot of money on this game, and I'm currently, I mean, I'm a bit behind, but I can get to floor 70, 75, I think. But that's just over halfway of the entire floor. Like, it goes up to like floor 130. So I think what they should do is make hard mode, um, make that like a uh, like a thing for whales, or make a separate thing for whales. Like, of course, they now you have, if you're at the top floor, then it becomes way harder. But no, I mean, I have seen no one who's at the top floor. So I mean, I don't get it. Just make a separate floor or a separate mode for whales or people who spend a lot of money on the game, and make it so you can climb more easily. People like it when they get rewards for climbing. And climbing is the main part of the game. So if people can climb more easily, people are going to enjoy the game a lot more. And you can also keep your whales or people who spend a lot of money on the game, you can keep them happy by making a separate difficulty um, that's really difficult, and only people who can whale on the game can do that. I'm fine with that. But for people who are free to play, the floors are just way too hard. I mean, you gotta have at least 5 rainbow starred characters, in my opinion. SSR plus rainbow starred characters, or 4, I mean, to even compete at like floor 70 to 80. Or you have to be really like an insane amount of, or you have to be like at an insane level that you just like overpower the enemy. But that's just really hard. You have to have SSR plus characters at a certain like Rainbow 5 with Revolution, with ignition weapons to be able to get to floor 60. That, in my opinion, is just a flawed concept, and I think they should make it so you could, so the majority of players, so the player group that find it too difficult, so they can go up to floor, like, I'd say, if you go up to floor 100 or 110 of 150, 140, I think that's nice, you know? Then you're almost at the top and you have something to grind for. But the way I'm currently looking at it, I'm looking at a mountain I can't even climb. I know I'm never going to reach the top. Never. So that's also disencouraging, because why would I chase something that I'm never going to achieve? Yeah, I really hope they change it in the future. And I'm going to go on. I'm really rambling. I'm going to go over the other things with you guys. But yeah, they just really need to reconsider some things about the combat and the difficulty of the adventure, in my opinion. Now on to point one of the like main things. They're gonna introduce a new SR Plus teammate, which is Kranos Ha Yuri. And Kranos, I believe, is that's the weapon. So the powerful Ha Yuri, reborn as a true form of Zahard, Ha Yuri is coming to join you. She's designed as a yellow element magic type and a melee area warrior. Hayuri utilizes a passive skill that activates at the start of the battle. This triggers the powerful area of effect special move Kranos, which not only inflicts damage on all enemies but also decreases or blocks their HP recovery, rendering healers' abilities ineffective early on. Okay, that could actually be pretty good. Not gonna lie. Um, I mean, this is probably a character that you definitely would need one character on. This is just my first opinion. But maybe more characters or more copies are needed for it to work. Don't know yet. But definitely HP recovery, especially in later stages, is pretty big. But of course, you always have to watch out. Maybe she's more of a kind of like a. I mean, she is a warrior, but more like a support character. You want her for the HP recovery debuff, so they can't recover HP. But she's a warrior, so she probably won't deal as much damage. But on the other hand, you also have White, who doesn't even need the revolution for him to deal bizarre damage. So on the other hand, they could make her kit extremely good, so she doesn't need the revolution for her to work. So we'll have to wait and see on that. These are the animations. You can watch that for yourself. And we're gonna get a. I need to watch out before I say something bad. But additionally, the costume Bunny Dream, which was released in the holiday campaign, will also be available. So be sure to check it out. Guys, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. I don't want to get your guys' hopes up. I don't know if it's gonna be a free skin. I don't know. It would be nice. I mean, this I can call a skin. Like, this is actually a good skin, in my opinion. This is like a Christmas skin. So this looks pretty cool. And the return, on to point 2, the return of Gustang's Secret Home campaign and the launch of a new event type. I'm really, really, really disappointed with this. Because, like all the other events, they're like, it is just a basic rerun. All the things are the same. They even say here, the 4 costumes that were released at the same time will also be back, so be sure to take advantage of this opportunity if you're interested. I already know these characters are all paid, so nice, dude. Very nice for free to play. Don't care. But this is just a basic rerun event. They did the exact same, but now they added a tap event. Wow, what amazing. Yeah, and this event with the tree. If you click on the tree, you can see you can get an SSR plus, a random one. But if you're real, this is also gonna be paid. Let's be real. Like, the event we got now, where I can't even get the skin for Evan. And the skin sucks. So you're probably not even gonna get this to max if you're free to play. So, and these rewards look freaking useless. So, I'm pretty disappointed with the event itself. Because it's just a basic rerun. The story will probably be the same, so I'm gonna just skip through it. And I really hope they just make something new, man. How hard can this be, guys? Come on. Rerunning every single story is just lazy. But this is my opinion. The Adventure and Trial expansion, don't care about it. Giga Boss Battle, just the same with some improvements. Tower Race, exactly the same. So point 6. Okay, I must admit, I'm a dumbass. Because I didn't get all the rewards. But if you click on this, it says you can get a SSR Plus selection chest for 250 of these tickets. And I believe that if you did your mock battles for 5 days, I believe, you already have like 200 to 300 of these. I believe something like that. So you can get the SSR Plus. I got only like 100 because I'm dumb and I didn't do my mock battles. I forgot. But this is actually pretty good for free to play because you can get 2 SSR Plus chests. And also, you might think to yourself, how are you going to get the other ones? They're going to introduce a second one. You can see here, this was the first one. This is the second one. And this way you can get both free to play. So that's a good thing. I mean, I must give some props where it's due. But yeah, so this is nice. The other events, this event, these events are always just like the same as last year, actually. So not really that amazing. But this point I also want to go over because This can actually give you pretty good rewards, to be honest. Um, if you don't know what this is, this is like a reintroduction. I mean, it's not that great, but it's pretty good. So the Hajin Sung Fug Requirements event. Next, we will be reintroducing the Hajin Sung's Fug Requirement event, Master and Pupil Invitation event from the first anniversary, with improved matching convenience for the 1.5 year anniversary event. Yeah, so I just want to quickly mention the 1.5 year event is coming in mid-January, I believe. Um, most of the time, they're probably gonna release a SR Plus special summon where you can get tickets for free. So look forward to that. But onto the requirement event. For pupils, we are adding a new feature where, in addition to entering a code, they can press a recommendation button to receive a list of masters without pupils, making it easier to search for a master. Oh, this is really nice. For masters, a feature will be added to control the visibility of recommended masters, allowing masters to toggle auto recommendation of masters to pupils. Additionally, masters will be able to post requirement announcement in the chat, providing another easy route for pupils to send a request. This update aims to make pairing more convenient and is successful, with hopes of increasing the mission success rate when compared to earlier. We also hope this will be an opportunity for you to build meaningful connections. So this event is basically you have someone who played the game a long time and someone who is extremely new to the game. You have to be below a certain level, I believe, to be considered a pupil or a master. And if the pupils do missions, the master and the pupil get rewards. So before you had to like search for something, but I believe, if I read this correctly, the pupils can search and they can like send requests to masters. So I hope for masters or like people who played the game a long time, it is easier to recruit pupils, because I struggled with it a lot in the beginning. But just like reaching out to people, I eventually got it. But this is nice. The rewards aren't that amazing. You get like 10 to 20 tickets. But this is a nice rerun, in my opinion. The Alliance Fleet Battle, I'm not going to go over. Actually, I might do it. But this is actually something that I'm really excited for, because they are going to introduce a adventure new hard mode. They also have a hard mode with solo leveling, for example, which is pretty exciting. The third update is the addition of a hard mode for adventure, as previously mentioned. Hard mode will consist of high difficulty stages separate from the regular adventure. You will not be required to complete the regular adventure mode to access it. Nice. It will unlock after clearing stage 40, 60 in the regular mode. So there is a requirement that you have to beat for 40, which is doable, I would say within a couple months. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. Hard mode will expand the content by introducing 2 separate paths and adding a dedicated hard mode section to the ranking board. The most significant feature of a hard mode is the increased variability in enemy formations. So it will be more engaging. Instead of just having 5 Eurex on every single team of the enemy, they're probably gonna make it a bit more diverse, hopefully. It will also incorporate normal equipment, ignition weapons, and revolution main node stages, offering a more strategic and stat-focused experience when compared to the standard adventure mode. Yeah, so if you're playing against enemies in normal adventure, you're only gonna get like Rainbow 5. But now they're also gonna introduce, for example, Trauma Ray, fully maxed out, fully maxed Revolution, Rainbow 5, ignition weapon sets. So that makes it a lot harder, but also more enjoyable to do. I mean, the game in itself isn't that hard, and more hard content is always nice. So it is more engaging. The most significant feature. Oh no, I already went over this. We anticipate that this mode will provide an engaging challenge while also serving a source of coins, Shinsu, XP, and additional Revolution resources upon stage completion. I'm really excited and hope for that they're gonna really increase the amount of Shinsu and Revolution mats that you get from this, because those are the main problems in the game as of now. We aim to launch hard mode in mid-January as part of the 1.5-year anniversary celebration. Like I said, mid-January is the celebration, with a fallback plan to release it in February if delays occur. So it can be delayed, but we won't know for sure yet. Yeah, so the Alliance Fleet Battle development news, you can watch this. It's still in development. Not really that important. I'm really excited for the game mode itself. But as you can see, they're probably gonna introduce it mid-February, so we'll have to wait for that. And the developers live broadcast is coming up from January 16th to February 11th. They're gonna through these days, between these dates, they're gonna be holding a broadcast, and they're gonna go over the main parts, the entire all the events of the 1.5 year anniversary. I don't know if I'm gonna be live streaming this, but I'm definitely going to make a summary for you guys when the time comes. Yeah, so those are the main points, I believe, for this entire dev note. So there are some improvements or like nice points. So the hard mode is a really good plus, in my opinion. This is nice to have, the requirement event. The exchange shop, really big plus, because 2 free SSRs, SR pluses is actually really nice, free to play. I mean, you have to play the game, but I think that's fine. This is a big minus for me, because a rerun, I mean, they did the same with the Halloween event and other events as well. But I mean, guys, I can't stress it enough. How hard can it be to just make a new event? It can't be that hard, guys. New character has potential because of the HP recovery. I really hope this skin is for free. I hope so. Don't know for sure. But this character has potential because of the HP recovery block, which is really, really good. And then the Trauma Ray is coming back. So save up for him. And that's where I want to end this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. And I hope you have an amazing start to 2025. I wish you all the best. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.